Students, our today's topic is accounting treatment on the dissolution of a firm. So in case of dissolution of a firm, the firm need to prepare 4 types of accounts. First account which is prepared by the firm is realization account. Second one is partners loan account. Third one is partners capital account. And fourth account which the firm need to prepare is bank or cash account. So what is realization account? Realization account is a nominal account, and the rule of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So here we will discuss the journal entries which we need to pass in the realization account. So first journal entry is for transfer of assets. Here all the assets of the firm except cash and bank will be transferred on the debit side of realization account. So that is why here realization account is debited to assets account, and individual asset will be written here to plant and machinery, to land and building, to furniture, to stock, to debtors. In such way we will write the assets. And it should be kept in mind that assets are always having debit balance, but here we have credited the assets account. Why? Because we are going to close the assets account by transferring them to the realization account. So that is why here the assets are credited. So what will be the journal entry? It will be written on the debit side of realization account debit to assets account, and here the book value of the assets should be written, and the book value we can take from the balance sheet given to us. We can take one example. Suppose the entry we have to pass for the transfer of goodwill. Goodwill is also an asset, and if it is given, if the goodwill appears in the balance sheet, if it is given in the balance sheet, then we will pass the journal entry that we have to close the goodwill account by transferring it to the realization account. So realization account debit to goodwill account. But if the goodwill does not appear in the balance sheet, we need not to pass any journal entry. The assets which need not to be transferred to the realization account. Cash and bank is not transferred to realization account. Fictitious assets are also not transferred to realization account because cash and bank are already in liquid form. These need not to be converted into cash. So that is why cash and bank is not written, is not transferred to the realization account. And fictitious assets such as advertisement suspense account is also not transferred to the realization account because these cannot be converted into cash. These cannot be sold. So these assets should not be written in the realization account, should not be transferred to the debit side. Then what will be the treatment of provisions against the assets? So first journal entry, like we can take the example of debtors. Debtors is an asset. So when we will transfer it to the realization account, the first journal entry will be realization account debit to debtors account, being asset transferred to realization account. And the second journal entry, it will be debtors will be written here for the gross value, gross book value, which is given in the balance sheet. And if any provision for bad debt is also given in the balance sheet, it should be transferred to the credit side of realization account. So journal entry will be provision for bad debts account debit to realization account. Here we are going to close all our provisions and reserves etc. by transferring it to realization account. Provision is always having credit balance, but because we are going to close this account, so that is why here the provisions for bad debt account is debited and realization account is credited here. And we can take one more example. Treatment of funds or reserves against assets. If against any asset a reserve has been created, we can take one example of investments. Investment is also an asset. So first journal entry will be same, realization account debit to investment account, and if any reserve has been created against it, such as investment fluctuation reserve has been created, it should be debited to realization account. So this is the treatment of assets. Next treatment is for transfer of liabilities. The liabilities book value, only the third party's liabilities, should be transferred on the credit side of realization account. So here, because the liabilities are always having credit balance, but here we are going to close the liabilities account, so that is why here liabilities account is debited. Liabilities account debit to realization account. And here one thing should be kept in mind, that only third parties liabilities should be debited here. Third parties liability such as bank loan account, creditors account, bills payable account, these should be debited to realization account. Liabilities not to be transferred to realization account. Transfer only external liabilities. As we have already discussed that we have to transfer only third parties liability. Third party means outside liabilities, external liabilities we can say. But not to transfer any reserves or accumulated profits to the realization account, because reserves and accumulated profits will be distributed among the partners. So these should not be transferred to the realization account. Next, partners loan account written on the liability side of balance sheet should also not be transferred to the realization account. Why? Because partner is not an outsider. He is not an external party. So that is why his loan account should not be transferred to the realization account, and he will be paid, his loan will be paid after making payment to the outsiders. So priority in payment will be given to the outsiders, and then next second priority will be given to the partner's loan account, and the third priority will be given to the partner's capital account. So partner's capital account or current account should also not be transferred to the realization account. Next journal entry is for sale of assets. If any asset is sold, what will be the journal entry? Because we have realized cash or bank, so bank account should be debited to realization account. It is credited to the realization account because on the realization of asset we have gained something. So credit all incomes and gains. We have credited it, realization account. We can take one example for the sale of goodwill. Goodwill is also an asset. Whether goodwill appears or does not appear in the balance sheet. If its sale value is given, we will debit bank account and credit to the realization account. Next journal entry, for an asset taken over by a partner. If any asset is taken over by the partner, then here the concerned partner's capital account should be debited to realization account. Here the partner's capital account is debited because he will make payment out of his capital account for the payment of asset taken over by him. We can take the same example. Suppose the goodwill is taken over by the partner. Then concerned partner's capital account will be debited to realization account. Here the realization account is credited. Fifth journal entry is for payment of liabilities. After the sale of assets, the next treatment will be of payment of liabilities. So now when we will make payment, realization account should be debited to bank account because it is a loss for the firm. So that is why realization account is debited to bank account, because the cash or bank balance reduces by making payment of liabilities, whether recorded or unrecorded. Next journal entry, when partners takes responsibility to discharge a liability. Here realization account should be debited because when making any payment it is considered as a loss for the firm, to concerned partner's capital account, because he is discharging a liability on behalf of the firm and the firm will return this amount to him. So that is why his capital account is credited here. Realization account debit to concerned partner's capital account. So when any payment is made, realization account should be debited because it is an expense, it is a loss. Next journal entry is very important. It is for the settlement of the creditors. It means settlement of a liability through the transfer of assets. So there are three cases we are going to discuss here. First case is full settlement of creditors through transfer of assets. Full settlement means if the creditors are of rupees 10,000 and we are also making him payment of rupees 10,000 by transferring him an asset. An asset may be a machinery, furniture, or we can say computers, etc., or any office equipment. So when full settlement is done through transferring of an asset, no journal entry is required here. Because if the creditors are given 10,000 and assets are also 10,000 and firm is making payment to the creditor by transferring asset, it means the asset is reduced with 10,000 and the creditor's liability is also reduced with the same amount of rupees 10,000. So here no journal entry will be passed when full settlement is through transferring asset. So next is, if the creditors accept an asset only as part payment of his dues and the entry will be made for the cash payment only. So in the second case, suppose if the creditors are of rupees 10,000 and the assets given to him is of rupees 8,000 and the rest of the payment is made through cash. Cash is given 2,000. So here journal entry will be passed only for the cash payment, that is for 2,000 only. No journal entry will be passed for the transfer of asset. For the payment of any liability or payment of any creditors, no journal entry will be passed for the transfer of assets. So here only for the cash payment journal entry will be passed. Realization account debit to bank account because bank balance reduces, so that is why here bank account is credited with 2,000. Third case, in third case, suppose if the creditors are of rupees 10,000 but the asset given to him is of rupees 15,000, then he will return the excess amount given to him to the firm. So that is why here the journal entry will be bank account debit, because firm is receiving 5,000 from the creditor, excess money given to him, to realization account. So here the bank balance increases, that is why the bank account is debited with 5,000. So these are the three cases. Next, journal entry is for payment of realization expenses. So here the realization account should be debited to bank account. Realization account is debited because the rule is debit all expenses and losses. To bank account, bank balance reduced with the realization expenses paid. So last, we will transfer the profit and loss on the realization to partner's capital account. If there is profit, it will be written on the debit side of realization account and will be transferred to the partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. And in case of loss, reverse entry will be passed. Partner's capital account will be debited to realization account. So these are the journal entries in case of realization account. So how the account will be prepared, let us discuss here. The format of realization account. There are two sides of this account, debit and credit side. And on debit side, first of all, we will transfer all of the assets at book value. Book value, from where we can take these values from the balance sheet given. So here the assets are transferred except cash and bank and fictitious assets. These should not be transferred. So to plant and machinery, land and building, investments, to debtors, to stock. These are the assets which are transferred at their book value. And the second will be transfer the provisions or reserves against the assets, such as by provision for bad debt, provision for depreciation, and by investment fluctuation fund. So second step will be transfer of liabilities at their book value. All the liabilities will be transferred here except partner's loan account and partner's capital or current account. So third party liabilities should be transferred here by sundry creditors, by bills payable, by outstanding expenses, by bank loan. And the third step is to realize the assets. Realize the assets means to dispose of the assets, to sell the assets. And the cash realized will be credited to the realization account. By bank account will be written here. Plant and machinery sold, land and building sold, investment sold, debtors sold, and stock sold. So realize the assets. Next step is liabilities paid. After getting cash from the sale of assets, we will make payment to the creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, and bank loan. So this should be the fourth step. One thing should be kept in mind, that whether we have told in the question that the liabilities are discharged or not, whether it is given in the additional information or not given, you have to make payment of each and every liability here. So each and every liability, same liabilities should be made payment, sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, and last is the bank loan, and the same liabilities are written on the debit side also. So no liability is left here. And when the liabilities are taken over by the partners, it should be debited to the realization account by writing to partner's capital account, liabilities taken over by a partner. And when any asset is taken over by a partner, it should be written on the credit side by partner's capital account, asset taken over by a partner. And for the realization expenses, it should be written on the debit side to bank or to cash realization expenses. And the last, if there is any profit, it will be written on the debit side and will be transferred to the partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. And if there is any loss, it will be written on the credit side of realization account and it should be transferred or distributed to the partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. So this is the realization account. So next topic is realization expenses, and it is very important topic of this chapter. How to pass the journal entries in case of realization expenses. So there are 6 cases we are going to discuss. First case is when realization expenses are borne and paid by the firm. Borne by the firm here means that this is the responsibility of the firm to make payment of the realization expenses, and it is actually been paid by the firm. So when the responsibility is of firm and it is also paid by the firm, it should be debited to realization account because it is an expense, to cash account or to bank account, because the cash reduces with the amount of expense. So that is why here the cash account is credited, and all the expenses or losses should be debited to the realization account. So this will be the first case when realization expenses are borne and paid by the firm. When the firm will make any payment, to bank or to cash account should be written. Second case, when realization expenses are borne and paid by the same partner. Here the responsibility is for making payment of realization expenses is of a partner, and he has also make payment for it. Here no journal entry will be passed. Why journal entry will not be passed? Because if X is responsible, X capital account should be debited with 1000. Suppose expenses are 1000, and if he is making payment, so his capital account should be credited with 1000. So here no effect on his capital account. X capital account is debited and X capital account is credited with the same amount, that is 1000. So that is why here no journal entry will be passed if a partner is responsible for making payment of realization expenses and he is actually making payment of that expenses. Third case, when realization expenses are borne by one partner, suppose X is responsible for making payment, but these are actually paid by the other partner, that is Y. So who is responsible? X is responsible. X capital account should be debited, and who is making payment? Y is making payment. To Y's capital account should be credited here. Who will make payment? His account should be credited, because afterwards, because Y is making payment on behalf of X, so now the Y is making payment, so afterwards he will get this amount from the X. So that is why X capital account is debited and Y's capital account is credited here, because Y will get afterwards this amount from X. Fourth case, when realization expenses are borne by a partner and paid by the firm. Here the responsibility to make payment is of a partner, but these expenses are actually paid by the firm. When the firm will make payment, to bank or to cash will be written. And whose responsibility is it? It is a partner's responsibility. So concerned partner's capital account should be debited here to cash account, because actually a partner is responsible, so that is why this amount will be deducted out of his capital by the firm. fifth case is when realization expenses are borne by the firm, responsibilities of a firm, but paid by the partner. But here the partner is making payment. Who is making payment? Partner. So that is why his capital account should be credited here. Concerned partner's capital account credit. But these are the responsibility of a firm. So that is why realization account should be debited, because this is an expense for the firm. Responsibilities of a firm. So realization account is debited for the expenses, because these are actually paid by the firm, by the partner. So that is why he will recover this amount from the firm afterwards. Sixth case, when the firm has agreed to pay fixed amount such as commission, salary, remuneration to the partner, and the partner has to bear the realization expenses. So in such a case, the partner has to bear all the realization expenses, and the firm has agreed with the partner to make him a fixed amount. So fixed amount may be in the form of commission, in the form of salary, or in the form of remuneration. He will be paid only fixed amount, whether his realization expenses are more or less than this fixed amount. So here realization account should be debited to concerned partner's capital account, because it is an expense. And here the realization expenses may be taken as suppose rupees 6,000, and salary fixed by the firm is 5,000. So the journal entry will be passed only for the amount fixed by the firm, that is for rupees 5,000. So realization account should be debited with 5,000 to concerned partner's capital account for is credited for rupees 5,000, whether the actual expenses are more or less than this fixed amount, fixed remuneration.